might want to turn the AC on because things are gonna get out. Well, today it's toilet day. Look, you can put eyes on your toilet. Much like when my mum used to make the toilet speak to me. So, you know, maybe the toilet will speak to me today. What am I drinking, everybody? The truth of the matter is, I don't know what I'm drinking today. It's a mystery to me. What are we drinking today, Bear?
Oh, smooth, man.
What, the Fanta?
It's birthday cake flavour. It's your birthday. Well, cheers.
Pashasani says highlight was platinum of Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3. Sweet, I had a dream about Mass Effect last night. I suddenly felt a presence with me and I was like, and this thing was like da-da-da, da-da-da. Hello Luna, you're going to kick off clip of the week. Coming in! Oh my lord! I'm sorry, I didn't realise I was occupied.
Alright then, let me just jump off my flying vessel. The platinum vessel is called. My name, for those of you who don't know, is Captain Lucy.
I'm really excited to introduce you to them. It is, of course, my new plant!
Your weekly YouTube show, Locking It Down with Lucy, is killing it. Thanks for being a big fan of Uncharted, Nathan Drake, Sick Parvis Magna.
Hello, you're watching Locking It Down with Lucy. We hope that you enjoy the channel. Tune in for more toilet talk.
Hello and welcome to Locking It Down with Lucy. That intro was not made by me, it was made by Steve Like a Fox. Thank you so much for making that. I love it so much that I thought I'd play it on the show because I think it's always really cool when you guys, like, you know, want to make something. So, of course, this is I was about to say it's a family show. I'm not sure if it can really be classed as a family show, but it's a show for all of us. We are a family. You're a family and you're one of us now. So it's always lovely when people want to take time to make a little thing. So I was like, I watched that, I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And it made me really, really want that doctor. My favourite part of that clip is, when it has the special guests and it's a plant and Nolan North. Not any old plant, obviously, it's rhubarb. But I like the scale. On Looking It Down with Lucy, the guests can be anything from, you know, slightly sentient beings to superstars like Nolan North. But I hear you all asking, whatever happened to rhubarb? What a character he was? I'm not really sure. Yeah, the less said about that, the better, probably. Poor old rhubarb, R.I.P. The next plant challenger awaits. Who would... My god, I should do like a competition, like the Diva search back in 2006. Lucy's on the lookout for another plant. Would you like to be her plant? And it's like, well, I don't know, actually. I feel a little scared. I think I'm going to make like a tree and get the hell out of here. And it's all like these plants waiting. I'll go to Ikea and I'm like, and they're all like quivering in their pots, like, don't pick me, don't pick me. So we shall see who the next plant the contender will be. Okay, so let's see who we got in the chat in the show tonight to join me. I'm going to see how much my voice will last for. I've had so many meetings today and yesterday. I've talked out. So let's see how we get along and say hello to all you fine people that have decided to spend your evenings here. So hello, I've got to scroll up a little bit. Sam Hickson, hi. Steve Like a Fox in the chat, hello. Thank you again for the intro. We got Terrence says, survey says, I like it. Our survey says, I like it. Corey, hello. Ollie 088. I believe that's 0, but I read it a little wrong. Gemini says speedrun trophies are the worst. I agree. Hello Corey. Hello Jazz D. Hello. Mommy. Hello. Welcome. Fly Highland. Hello. Jamie says hello. Dusty's there. Hi. Robert War is looking for Toilet Talk. Toilet Talk follows Locking It Down with Lucy. You've just got to imagine it. It's the next show on the list. Rich Gamer says hi Lucy. Hello Rich Gamer. A community. Yeah, you're right, Terrence. Jacob says, when is Locking It Down with Lucy going to the new flat? I know, I'm still yet to make the transition to live there fully. I've had many talks at work where people are like, haven't you moved? Why are you at your parents' place? I'm like, no, it's still my home. They're like, no, it's not anymore. Your home is somewhere else. I'm like, obviously, clearly I'm having troubles cutting the cord, but it will be soon. I've made some plans and I need to hit these plans and move in by that time. So that's kind of my time scale, is to do that. Who else we got here? We got Slack Slow says hello, welcome. Pixel Figurina says hi. No, I don't enjoy killing plants. How dare you think that? No, I do really try and look after them. What happens is I think me and Rhubarb were on like the same trajectory. I think life went down, but only but I had power over Rhubarb's life, but I didn't have power. I don't know. I feel like when I'm in a bad place, the plant's in a bad place. We live a symbiotic life. So, Cactus Jack, yes. Resi Hill says, hi, Lucy. Hi. Do I have to pull out the don't sell plants to Lucy picture against this Corey? I can be a good plant owner, I swear. He says hello. We've got lots of lovely new faces and names here today. Francesco says hello. Shane says howdy. Howdy, partner. Richard says, hi there, hey there. Nathan says, hello. And Caitlin says, hi, Lucy. And Chris J says, she's still constructing the her plant murder room. No. I've got some great windowsills. They're going to love it there. They're going to love the new place. They're going to get so much sun. It'll just crinkle them up. No. They're going to lap the sunshine in. Jose says, hi. Linda says, hi. Why do I keep reading your name like Melena? Melinda says, hi, hello. And Crazy Falk says, hello. And, let's try. Kibando the Sif says, hello from New York City. Hello, New York City. Welcome to Locking It Down with Lucy. Bamboo Jungle Plant Cemetery. No, I'm going to change my ways. I can change. I'm going to make a change for once in my life. So, what are we talking about today? Let me think. So big news. All right, tomorrow I'm getting my booster. Pray for me. As you know, I hate injections. I'm getting boosted because in February, the socialising reconvenes. I shall go back to the office. I'm going to be like Vince McMahon, and I'm going to walk in. They're all going to be at their desk typing. Oh my god, isn't the office really boring? Oh my god, yeah. And then all of a sudden the lift will open and it goes, ooh, no chance, and I'll just walk in with my blazer and I'll be like, hello, and I'll sit at my desk and everyone will be like, oh my god, no chance. So the Sony bar is also back open again. So that's the other thing I'm going to have to contend with. So what I might do is I might have to take 1 week off every month to ascend to the Sony bar so I can be with the mortals and be like, hello, I'm here to drink with you all. No, so that I could attend the drinks, because drinks were happening today. I haven't actually gone back to London since last year, so I'm getting my booster and then I shall return to London, and then the socialising begins with Dishoom next week. I love Dishoom. And then finally birthday karaoke. So that's what's coming up in my life. So get excited for my life. I don't know where this show goes anymore. So that's to look forward to. I need a drink because I am parched. So what am I drinking today? Guys, I'm going to have both the vices today. I started off this morning and I decided I'd treat myself to coffee, and my god, I felt like Supersonic. I was at the computer going oh my god, I was all over the shop. It was great. I could have just gone out the street. Luna took me for a walk because I had to go and I went and did a loop around the park. It was great. Oh lord. So I've already had coffee and it was like, ooh, coursing through my veins. At one point I was speaking to my friend Fran, shout out to you, Fran, and she was like, Lucy, you're just talking too fast. And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to, I was like sitting at the computer being like, what am I going to do now? I'm going to make something, I'm going to do something. It was insane. Oh no, you could already tell I had coffee at 10 o'clock today. 10 o'clock in the after effects. So what am I doing now? I'm doing what they said never to do in Ghostbusters. I'm crossing the streams. I am going to be drinking Santa. Oh my god, Santa's a drink. No, I'm not even drinking Fanta. I'm drinking 7 Up. I don't know where Fanta came from. And it'll be a huge crash. Oh, I hope not. So I'm going to drink some 7 Up. But I thought this would be a great opportunity to Lucy broke the sound barrier, to try out the Bacardi coconut flavour, because I feel like coconut as Santa's blood. I feel like does like Shaggy from Scooby. That's not what Shaggy sounds like. Oh boy, Scooby, I don't know if we should go in there. It's been a long time since I watched Scooby-Doo, so I'm gonna try it. Let's have a go. How have I run out of real estate on my desk? I don't know how. Fanta coconut. Right, let's see. This is giving me flashbacks when Lucy was on Red Bull. This way, it's a bad thing. Is Fran the one who took you to the Uncharted bit? No, that was Lisa. But me and Fran, we've got big plans for the Uncharted movie. Fran is another big Uncharted fan. So we're gonna. Oh, I can't wait. How is Fanta coconut? I'm not sure if that's a real thing. Let's see. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Come on. You ain't shit, and I'll take you on. Oh, it looks so good. I love the smell. It's so. Oh, are we gonna make it? I don't want to make it yet. I don't want to finish it. It's good. It's good. Very fizzy. Very fizzy. Coffee plus sugar plus alcohol. I'm bouncing off the walls again. Whoa. That's why I don't drink coffee before the show. That was a mistake. If you want to see Coffee Lucy, I think that was episode 5, I believe. Yeah, that was a lot. Right, here we go. Let's try. I feel like coconut and lemon should go well, right? You mix the lime in the coconut and shake it all up. Right, let's see. I know. What? Oh, that was a somewhat healthy amount. We don't do servings on this show, ladies and gentlemen. We just go. You could use these sound bites to make a 7-Up ad. Right, let's see if it's gone great. What? Steve Irwin, he said he once drank caffeine once when he was a teen, and it still hadn't worn off. Wow. That has really overpowered the flavour of the lemonade. It literally is like coconut flavoured lemonade. It's very bizarre. Wow, I love this in-depth question by Night Poetry. Lucy, what's your goal in life? I don't think I've ever sat down and thought about what my goal in life is. I suppose, are we talking like, you know, humanitarian goals, or are we talking about career goals? Such a big question. I suppose it would be hopefully to live a long, prosperous life. I don't know. That sounds really rubbish. I don't know. Hopefully to be happy, to do some things that make other people happy, not be a bad person, not, I don't know, turn into a character of EastEnders and go off the rails, and, you know, just maybe one day host some kind of Uncharted or PlayStation conference. I'm not sure. It is an Uncharted. It is an Uncharted mug. For God and Liberty, because of course we are going to talk about the infamous Uncharted trophies. Because what's coming up on the show today? We have the highlights and lowlights of the week. We'll be doing that shortly. We have a segment that recurs now and again called Trophy of the Week. I think you'll know what Trophy of the Week this week will be. Of course, Clip of the Week featuring one and only Father Reed. Then we have the main topic of the show where I may get a little intense, which is the Uncharted trophy list, which I don't know why, but when I saw it yesterday, I flipped out. I don't know why. It just activated something within me. We'll get to that later. And then I want to talk about some other trophies that I think, like, weird things you've done for trophies, and, like, you know, it's a weird life, isn't it? And then we'll see where we go from the stream from there. So buckle in. And for God and Liberty. You gotta let the fizz die down, you know. Sometimes, you know, the fizz is too much. It's difficult. Jazz D. I did indeed. So let's go on to the highlights and lowlights of the week. This is the part of the show where I ask you guys what your highlights and lowlights have been this week. But quickly before that, evening, Ryan Simpson, let's just check in with the poll. So the poll today is to do with the main topic of the show, which is, what is your opinion on the Uncharted Collection trophy list? Is it A, I like it, B, it's bad, C, I don't care, or D, going to auto-pop it? So winning is C, I don't care. So that might be interesting when I have a rant about it, when everyone's like, Lucy, it really doesn't matter. I don't care. Stop talking about it. I don't really know what this face is, but I quite enjoy it for whatever reason. Maybe I could become a receptionist like this. I don't know. So yeah, that's what we got going on. Right, let me start off with my lowlights of the week. So as somebody said in the chat earlier, Lucy, when are you going to move into your flat? There's a slight inconvenience to flat life, which I might have mentioned on the show before. But my neighbours upstairs are so noisy that it scares me. Like, I'm not used to, because I live upstairs. I live in this upstairs room, so I don't ever hear the noise of the and the girl who lives upstairs, she tends to walk quite loudly. The floorboards are very thin and very squeaky, so it's like and I'm just like, I'm quite a quiet being, believe it or not. Like, when I'm not doing this, I do sit quite quietly and just, you know, hum along to myself sometimes. So it's kind of like, you know, weird, and then sometimes they shout really loudly, and I can hear everything happening upstairs. I can hear their TV on, I can hear them talking. They now have a dog that I can hear. I mean, I can't really be mad at a dog. Dogs are cool, I suppose. But what's that? I suppose. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird hearing so much life, like, that I'm not particularly used to. It's more the shouting that kind of freaks me out. So I'm gonna invite Imogen over for a sleepover at some point so that we can both stay there together, and because I'm just afraid that the noise is gonna be so loud that I'm gonna be in my bed being like, you know, it's gonna take some getting used to. I think I've got to ease into the life, I guess. But they haven't started bowling yet. Well, to be honest, if they were bowling, I'd definitely be able to hear their bowl, because I can like the noise levels. I can actually picture in my mind. I go into like Batman detective mode, and I can hear exactly what they're doing and picture it. They walk from the kitchen to the sofa, and that's all they really do. And I can hear what's on their TV. Even the walls, it's not even the walls, because I can't hear the person below me, I can't hear the person next to me, but I can hear the person above me. I even heard one of them burp the other day. That's how thin it is. Like, you shouldn't be able to hear stuff like that, surely. I don't know. People thought that I was being a little over the top when I was like, but guys, I told some friends at work, I was like, oh, I can hear everything. And they're like, yeah, but that's just living in a flat. And I was like, but surely it shouldn't be this bad. And I recorded a video and sent it to my friends, and they were like, no. That is bad. So, I don't know. That's going to take some getting used to and trying to, like, figure out. It's going to be annoying. I'm just going to have to live with my headphones on 24/7 and just, because the thing, I don't want to do a noise war where I start being noisy back just to, you know, drown out their noise. So, I don't know. Does anyone have any advice? Do I just have to get over it? This is a big problem to the plan that I'm kind of like, but then at least I don't have to be worried about being noisy when I stream or do the show, because I'm only noisy for like an hour and a half on a Thursday, and then maybe 3 hours on a Saturday, and that's it, you know. I was kind of hoping though that you know, my kind of dream was to move into a flat and then I wouldn't have these restrictions for when I feel like I have to be quiet, but now I feel like I'm going to have to, those restrictions are still going to be there. Basically, I'm worried about feeling inhibited, because here, obviously, it's my family, so I can apologise and be like, oh yeah, sorry, or they know me. But when it's other people, I'm just a bit scared that they're going to hate me or something. I don't know, maybe I have too many like worries about this. Now, Crash Test Gaming is saying noise proof the ceiling. I have looked into it. I watched a YouTube video about some guy who was going through his office, and he said he used to get a lot of noise complaints back in his old place. So he was showing his new office, and it was literally like he put so much around the walls. Like, so he put this like nylon, then this padding, and then these sound boxes, and there was like, wow, that's a lot. I don't know if I can do that for my whole flat, so I'm gonna have to think about it. Ace of Adam says, I live in Hackney and the people above me play music all night long and they just don't care. Oh my god. Fly Highland is saying, you get self-conscious when people can hear you. Yeah, I do. Especially if they're like, what is this person doing? What are they talking about? I don't know. I don't want to feel like I have to be like, I don't know. It's a weird thing. I guess I'll have to just get over it. But I'm just like, oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to just deal with it, I suppose, and see how it goes. Also, the ceiling leaked, so that was unfortunate. So I had to sort of say, hey, you need to fix the ceiling. But that's the thing, they're not really apart from the loud arguing, they're not really doing anything bad. They're just living their lives. It's just I can hear them living their lives because the person who's put the flooring in has put it in so freaking poorly. Like, yeah, someone mentioned that they just don't, it sounds like they walk around with their shoes, and I don't think they have a carpet. So I'm doing what I can. I'm putting new flooring in my place to try and make that the person downstairs is more soundproofed from me. But yeah, I can't complain too much, but there's a kid next door to me that screams when he's playing a game. It's so loud. He's doing it now. Oh my god. Oh, we've all been there. Oh, so that's my highlight of the week. I guess it's not going to be forever, as my dad keeps saying. Lucy, your next step is to move into a maisonette and have your own front door. You could do that in 3 to 4 years. I'm like, fine. I'll just have to accept it. So that's where I am at. And then my highlight of the week is also flat related, because at the weekend I painted some more. There was that grey feature wall. It is now a deep, beautiful green. So I'm really happy with how that's turned out. It was nice to have this, like, it feels like I've literally put my stamp on the place now. We also did the white walls, white again, so that it looks all really clean. It's looking nice, so it's all coming together very nicely. So, right, let's see what you guys have been saying for your highlights and lowlights of the week. I kind of derailed us all with my neighbour talk, which I'm going to have to figure out over time, I suppose. Alright, Richard says highlight was Platinumed Final Fantasy XV, which I'm going to guess is 15, I think, or is it? Yeah, 15, 10V, 15 I think. Lowlight needed a rubber band to do one trophy. Interesting, that might come up later in one of the topics. Let's have a look. Did you see the new Uncharted? There's another new trailer. How many more trailers does this flipping film need, Uncharted? Corey says, highlight, played Doki Doki Literature Club for the first time. I got traumatised in the process. Good times. I've heard about this game. I've been very intrigued, but yet to actually really play it. Jamie says, double highlight, AW Beach Break was amazing last night, and the new Pokemon game comes out tomorrow. Ooh, sounds good. Let's see if we have any other highlights or lowlights of the week. Chris J is saying Mare Week, pretty much just finished Halo 3 and cooked a delicious new dish. Enjoy small things in life, right? No, that sounds like a nice week. I mean, finally we're getting to the end of January. Oh, it's been so long. Let's have a look down. Oh, we've got some other neighbour problems. M says, my neighbours upstairs always do some kind of construction. Constant hammering. Nothing to do but suck it up. Oh, have I just been too precious? Maybe. Oh, precious little Lucy never had to do anything. maybe that's the problem. My other neighbours here, they're a bit, they're always, what they do, they're always making something. We call him busybody. Always up to something. Jemmy says, highlight, only 3 more weeks of daily challenges for the Rayman Legends Platinum. Well, I know that it's a long old haul, so keep up it. 3 weeks will hopefully fly by. Robert War says, highlight, got my 5th platinum for the year, I'm guessing. 5th platinum for the year, wow. We're only like 4 weeks in. Congrats. Dusty says, highlight, beat my first Valkyrie in God of War. Congratulations. Fabio says, nothing special happened to me this week. Sometimes I feel like that too, Fabio, but I've still got to make something up for the show. Well, not make something up, but I've got to pick with what I've got, you know. I sit down, look at my lot in life, and like, what's considered high or low this week based out of the nothingness that has happened? Let's have a look. People talking about something else. It's the final trailer. I finished watching the trailers. I might as well watch the damn film. Jay Sony says, highlight, I played Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon for the first time. I lived. Congratulations. Oh, Fly Highland says, cat in a box, milk. Did you get a cat in a box and give it milk? Or are you feeling like a cat in the box that's just had some milk? Either is good, to be honest. It seems like a high to me. Yes, Shane, I also just want them to remaster Golden Abyss. Wouldn't that be good? Wouldn't it be good? Oh, Mohammed says, highlight was finished brutal on Uncharted 2. Nice, great. So, speaking... Oh, and Jane has put in here, I'm 67% through my Red Dead Redemption 2 Platinum. Nice. We got some good trophy highlights happening here. Shane says, highlight for me was the Platinum for Call of Duty Black Ops Deck on Vita. I'm not sure. But that brings me to another highlight of the week was finally, everybody, my time came. I was able to get the platinum for Returnal. Oh, Travelling Thai says, I'm off to Thailand tomorrow. Have a great time. Sorry, that was a bit of a sidetrack. I thought that was a good one I had to call out. Anyway, yes, finally, I finished my life's mission. I managed to get the platinum for Returnal. And my God, that stream, thank you everybody so much for bearing with me on that stream. You could see over time that my patience was waning. It was going down. I couldn't quite, what is going on here? That's all right. Yeah, I just couldn't fathom why the last cipher just wouldn't pop. So that was really unfortunate, but I was so happy. I do have a Discord, Captain Raccoon. I'd have to get the link later for you, so remind me as I could do it during the next, so yeah. I finally got the platinum. It was really weird, so I sat down and I looked at the video again. Oh no, the chat has disconnected. Please wait while we reconnect you. Boo, boo. Has it reconnected? I got a thing. Okay. Yes, LudiXP was present. So, I looked at the video again, and I went through frame by frame, you know, like in Blade Runner, enhance, and I checked, and I did about 2 hours, maybe, yeah, about 2 or 3 more hours of farming for the last cipher, and I think I worked out which one it was. Like, literally, I worked it out. I was like, I need to get to this point, I think. I ran to the point, which is when you go from the mountain from the temple to the top of the mountain, and there's a long corridor. And I ran down it, and I kid you not, this was the first time that I looked for this particular cipher. It just showed up. I'd never seen this room before. It was a brand new room that I had never seen. I couldn't believe it. Let's play the clip. Let's play the clip, everybody, so you can see what happened when I finally got the final cipher.
Oh my god, I found it! Holy crap! Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, that's so bizarre! Yes!
So I was just filling up my my drink again. So yeah, that was that. I couldn't believe it. Like, the first time looking for it, it was then. I'd never seen that room in all of my life, and it was done. It was over, and all I had to do was get the daily challenge mission, which I then failed. But I can reveal that you will see me get the platinum for Returnal, because yes, I am reviving the Platinum Trophy Tales for Returnal. Will be the first episode back this year where I will look back at my time playing Returnal. You'll see me getting the platinum, all the good stuff, reviewing the list, everything. So hoping to finish recording and editing that at the weekend, and it will come out sometime next month. So there we go, that's my big trophy reveal of the week. Let's see, yeah, the stream is being a bit weird. I'm not really sure how else to fix this other than to lock all my family in a basement, because on my end it seems to be okay. So yeah, woohoo, Platinum Tales returns. Yes, it's like season 2 or something. I forgot to get you the link. Well, while I get you the link, please enjoy clip of the week. So my dad decided to purchase a box. We didn't know what was in said box until he opened it, and we discovered what he had bought. So please enjoy what was in the box for clip of the week.
The latest addition to our household.
The
rowing machine. Oh gosh.
one is that that is on the lowest setting. So when you're proficient, you can actually raise it so you're fighting against gravity.
Okay.
You see?
Alright, you gotta go then.
So I'll show you. Me, I see this. Down to my knees. So that goes there.
Okay.
And that goes.
So you strap your feet in.
Yeah. So you get strapped in and there we go.
Oh, it's like we're watching Cambridge versus Oxford.
Hey ho, away we go. We're bound for South Australia. South Australia, I was born. Hello, away, ho, away. South Australia, round Cape Horn. We're bound for South Australia. Roll away, me rolling kings, all away. Hail away, all away, me rolling kings. We're bound for South Australia.
Very good. I didn't realise that you had to pull it like that. I thought it came...
Put it out of your 20 hours do you run?
I've already done it today.
How many reps are you doing?
Well, you can have a go in a minute.
Oh yeah, I'll try it out. What does it work on? Does it work on your core?
I don't know. I feel like I did a little bit. I felt just so much, but I wasn't doing it as quick as Dad.
Wonderful. July
I
1800.
feel like it feels a bit in your arms. I was thinking you want to do
Oh,
like
yeah.
a booster jab.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not.
But I think I just started. I was doing it kind of slow because I didn't see Dad do it, and it
My feet are too small. I guess I'm not wearing shoes.
Exactly, you're not wearing shoes.
is.
It's okay.
And then I just...
Oh, you put it on. Come on.
Ow.
That's it. Yeah, go on. And your feet go forward.
Oh, yeah,
How did I fall off it?
oh, the chair is a bit weird. That chair, you have to sort of.
Go on it, Lucy.
I'd say go slowly so your bum gets used to the chair because I feel like it was
Oh,
kind of.
okay, yeah, because I sort of fell.
Yeah,
So you have to do it all the way...
Of course, you've got all the way back.
I feel like
That's where it's coming backwards on me.
I think you feel it on the way back. Well, that's when you feel the stretch and You just got to speed it up a bit.
You've got to give it a bit of a. And you after about,
Does it go all the way there?
Yeah. Okay, as you keep on going, after about 10 or 15.
Why does that keep happening to me?
You're not.
Oh, maybe because I'm not going into the feet and strength. That's it. I'm doing it now. Maybe because I've got a bendy back.
Yeah, tell me, I'll just get used to the chair.
It does feel like you're rowing.
And after you can feel yourself getting warming up.
Oh, I can hear my knee clicking. Yeah.
Put it down.
I think 3 will be alright still.
Hold it up then. Just don't do anything, I'll just go to number 3.
Because I was.
I'll do the settings here.
That's,
Go on in.
That's number 3?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
I don't think it's too much of a blur.
Oh yeah, I see. So this is harder to pull up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
that
this
feels a
it.
bit more.
But you don't sort of strain yourself,
Yeah.
you see.
I'll
It's
just
not.
do
It's a
that.
bit silly straining yourself.
Yeah.
Mm.
That feels good.
Yeah.
Ugh. So yeah, we now own a rowing machine, which I have yet to use since that time. So that was what was in the box. That was rather exciting. So yeah, apparently my dad does use it. I don't know why he does, but thankfully he doesn't break out into sea shanties every time he does use it. That would be highly irritating for everyone else other than you guys. So there we are. That was clip of the week. Very tame this week. Not much going on in the old household. I'm not going to be an Olympic rower, but I've always quite enjoyed the idea of a rowing machine. I thought it would be something that I was more like into. I don't know. But that was going to be my. If I was going to go to a gym, if I was actually going to set foot in one, I think that's what I would enjoy. Expect ripped up. No, maybe. Right, so let us move on now to the main topic of the show. Oof. Am I ready? I think I'm ready. So, we have to talk about the Uncharted Legendary Legacy. That's it. Legacy of Thieves trophy list. Now, I'm not sure what happened to me. It was just my regular Wednesday evening. I'd come back from work. I was feeling a little tired. Actually, I'd come back from the flat where I had been doing some work, and I got into bed, and I was just kind of like, oh, let's have a little bit of chill. I was feeling chill. There's a lot to have done yesterday. Lots of work to be had, and I opened my computer as one does at the end of the day, and I browsed Twitter as one does, and I saw a rather disturbing tweet from somebody else that said, the Uncharted trophy list, this is bad. And I was like, oh, the trophy's alive? I'll have to check this. So I went to PSN profiles and I looked at the list, and what I saw, I don't know why, but my whole, I just felt this visible, like I went, like, in Inside Out, the anger one, just like, I don't know why this triggered anger in me so much. I had what they call in the business of, mental arithmetics, an amygdala hijack. That's what it's called. And of course, what anybody does when they're angry and they want to say something, they want to shout at the world, they head straight to Twitter and they start typing rants of things, being like, and then they feel immediately better. Now, let me tell you something. I sent the tweet off into the universe, and I was like, yeah, my feelings have been heard. And then after a while, I was like, this was quite silly. I probably have gone a little overboard in my anger. Maybe I should calm down, because they are just trophies at the end of the day. There are worse scandals happening. It's not like you found out they had a party in the middle of lockdown or something. No, it's literally just a trophy list. But that's what they call an amygdala hijack. I learnt this as I did a stress training course at work. So, for those of you who don't know, let me educate you in the ways of the brain. Your brain is split up into many sections. You have your frontal cortex here. This does the thinking. You have your hippocampus here. This retains all the long-term memories. That's how you know how to drive, etc. And then up here somewhere, you've got the amygdala. Yes, the defiled amygdala here. And what happens in this section of your brain is this is all the raw emotions that it just, I wouldn't say animalistic, but these are like the primal bits of your brain, and that is so powerful that it can, like, when that's stimulated, it can overcome all the rest of your brain. So the thinking brain just goes out the window, the amygdala just takes control like this, and you're just forced to go straight on with whatever you're thinking, and then later on you choose to regret maybe your actions that you have taken. Now, one of the steps that you have to do is you have to, the amygdala is named after that part of the brain, I believe. You need to start thinking about why you feel this way to re-engage the thinking part of your brain. which I didn't do in the moment. I should have thought about that. But instead, no, I just went to Twitter and I was angry and I let my amygdala get the best of me. God, don't you hate when that happens? So, shall we all... I don't know, let's look at the list first before I start my rants, descend into rants, because this is just... You guys know how much I love Uncharted. I just saw this and I was disappointed. I was already disappointed when I found out that the trophies, you can auto-pop them. That's another matter. Let's come with me now to a journey through time and space to the world of the internet. The internet, come with me to the internet. I forgot to set up the internet, so then I shall stall for time. And here we are, the internet. A little game called... Oh, sorry, we're here. Base game, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves. So we've got the platinum here, which is called A Thief's Legacy. Okay, you know what? Now that my thinking brain, my frontal cortex is now looking at this. This is fresh frontal cortex thinking. I have already slain the amygdala, nightmare slayed. We're going straight to it. So, A Thief's Legacy. Collect all the trophies for the platinum. Then... Oh, hang on. We want to hide secret trophies. Let's protect your eyes. So what we have here is we have the exact same list as Uncharted 4 happening, which this winds me up. I don't want to do the speed run. So firstly, I was already disappointed at the fact that they haven't taken any time to do anything different for this collection. Now, I know that's not like a prerequisite of a remaster. I'm not dumb. I've played a remaster before. You're kind of expecting a copy and paste-esque like list, but I'd like them to shake it up a little bit. Like most of the remasters that I had... Is this a new trophy? Still first, ask questions later. Hang on. Whoop, 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 whoop. Trophy alert. Whoop, 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 whoop. New trophy potentially identified. Checking now. Cross-checking. Verifying on PlayStation profiles. Whoop, 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 whoop. No, it's the same fucking list. As I thought. Oh my god, Game Over Greggy was the first person to do it. Nice. That's Greg Miller, by the way. So yeah, it's the exact same list, which I'm disappointed. Like, even Mass Effect had a slightly different list. Even Dark Souls had a slightly different list. But this is just one for one, the same trophies, which I don't hate, but I do kind of hate the ones that I hate. Like, I hate the speedrun and all that, blah, blah, blah. These are quite good ones down here. These are all secret. But then we have this. What is this? Don't ruin the moment. Guns to the system. Yeah, fuck it, 'cause we're sailing with them. And this, ladies and gentlemen... Collect all trophies for Uncharted The Lost Legacy. But Uncharted The Lost Legacy, that's a whole nother game, I hear you say. Yes, it is. Once upon a time it was a DLC. But in fact, Uncharted The Lost Legacy became such a juggernaut of a game during production, they decided to make it its own game. And quite rightly so, because it's a fantastic game. But the disrespect that has been put on Uncharted The Lost Legacy, I can only apologise to Chloe Fraser. The wonderful, fantastic Claudia Black. Because your game has been relegated to what it once was, which was DLC. DLC Pack 1. Have you ever seen a DLC list? It's so thick. So basically what they've done is they've put the entirety of the Uncharted Lost Legacy trophy list in a DLC list. Once again, these are the exact same trophies. And I'm like, why is this not its own list for a start? Again, I don't hate the fact that this is the same trophies, because as I said, I've said it on, I think it was on the Platinum Trophy podcast. I like the Uncharted Legacy list. I think this is the best Uncharted list. I'm a big fan of this, so I'm not going to be too upset about this. But, in order to get the Platinum for Uncharted, the collection, you need to get all of the trophies in Uncharted Lost Legacy, which then will pop this trophy, which will then mean that you can get the Platinum for the entire collection. So... I immediately felt rage within me. I was like, what is the point? Like, what are we doing here? What is the achievement? What are we accomplishing with this madness? I don't know. I think I'm more passionate about this than I should be, because I love the Uncharted games and I was really excited to replay these games because, you know, I love them and I wanted to get the Uncharted Lost Legacy Platinum again, not so much the Uncharted 4 Platinum again because that wasn't as fun, but this is just trophy madness. I think this has got to be this is a day. Let's go back, because mark my words, everybody, Thursday, actually it was yesterday, Wednesday the 26th will be known as the Trophy Travesty Day. This is This is a crime. How has this gone to be? How did this get past? Whatever happened, it needs to be an investigation. 10 years down the road, I need to see a behind the mat, you know, the dark side of the ring. I need a documentary about this, all right? Shaky cams behind the scenes, people being like, you can't film here. What's happening here? They're in there talking about the Uncharted collection trophy list, and someone's like, you can't get my cameras out of here. Yeah, I remember that day. It's like blah blah was part of the trophy collection list. Yeah, I mean, I thought there should have been 2 platinums too, but I was overruled. Witnesses say that there was some kind of thing, but in the end they decided to put both of the games together. Claudia Black, furious. Yeah, I thought my game was the better game anyway, because Chloe is obviously the best character in the Uncharted games, but what did they do? They done my girl Chloe wrong. Oh, like, this is just bad practice. If I was going to write the book of bad practice, it's happening all here. This is what I would have wanted, alright? Give me something. Okay, here are my issues. Maybe I need to calm down a second. Maybe I need to let the people speak. No trophy for watching the movie. Oh wow, yeah, imagine, yeah. Don't ruin the moment. You've ruined my goddamn week, Sir Joel. Not you particularly. That was Sir Joel that said that comment. What a... Okay, let's start with auto-popping trophies. I have many issues. Amygdala, stay chill, my friend. You know what the amygdala looks like. Okay, auto-popping trophies. I get it. Alright, you upload just... Okay, I'm just trying to think, because I don't want to say something reckless in the heat of the moment. It's not like you've emailed me and CC'd in my manager, okay? We're just being chill. We're having a friendly debate, okay? Auto-popping trophies. I get it, alright? It's simple, it's easy. But that made me upset, because it's the same list, so it's the same trophy. It sounds lazy. You couldn't be asked to think of something else. I mean, how hard is it really? Like, I'm probably just, you know, being very nonchalant about, but come on, this is fun. You know, maybe working out maths is fun too, but what's more fun than working out maths? Maybe trying to think of some fun trophies, fun things you might want people to do in your game. So firstly, it feels lazy because they've just copied and pasted the same list. Secondly, the auto-pop thing kind of frustrates me because why play the game at all? Like, what is the point? If you're just gonna, like, upload the game, upload your saves, get the platinum trophy, eject disc, go away. What have you really achieved? You've lost £10 just for a platinum? I don't know. I think the Uncharted games need to be played properly. I feel very strongly about this. Now, I know what you're saying, Lucy, but Lucy, you did the auto-pop for Ghost of Tsushima. I did, so I am a hypocrite. But the only reason I did that was because I had the collection, I bought the director's cut to play the Icky Island DLC, and I thought, well, why would I buy that on PS5? Well, I didn't really buy it, I got a code. So I had the code, so I was like, well, I might as well play it and auto-pop the trophy. So I'm not playing Ghost of Tsushima again, because Ghost of Tsushima is a 50-hour game to get the platinum, so I totally understand that you don't want to spend 50 hours of your life. I mean, Uncharted 4's platinum could well be 50 hours, because it takes so bloody long to do some of it, but what I'm saying is, I don't think it's good. I think they should have made another list to encourage people to play the games again, to experience them slightly differently, and for us trophy hunters to have something else to do. Now, I realise that my feelings with trophies are different to other people's. I quite enjoy the challenge of a good trophy list. A lot of people said to me, but Lucy, there's no multiplayer, hooray! Well, great. I mean, there's no multiplayer. But I looked at the multiplayer trophies for Uncharted 4. Let's go back, because I think people forget. Alright, let's see. Let's go back here. Is this, oh, that's like Uncharted 4. These multiplayer trophies are not bad multiplayer trophies, everybody. Okay, if we can all take a second to chill out. Trophy number 1. Continue the adventure. Complete the Uncharted multiplayer introduction. It's not that difficult. Just give it a try. It's not asking you to get to level 50, 100, 1000, 1 billion, is it? Get in the game. Complete 5 matches in multiplayer. What is that? 30 minutes of your life? This isn't bad. This isn't outrageous. They're just asking you. They're just saying, take my hand, make it yours. There's a world, they're trying to show you. I want to know. You might enjoy it. Number 3, Trials by Fire. Complete all trials on moderate difficulty in multiplayer. Yeah, that's a little longer. But they're not that bad. They're fine. Friends Forever, spawn 10 sidekicks. You press down or up on the D-pad. It's not that hard. Medic, revive 10 allies. This is good multiplayer practice. I approve of this. Now this, on the other hand, is DLC, so we're not going to talk about this. But, you know, that's a DLC list. This isn't bad, so I'm not upset about this. It's fine. What I am upset about is this travesty that we're looking at here. But that doesn't matter. So, where was I in my rant? We've done auto-popping. Okay, then yeah, I already mentioned the fact that 2 lists are in one. When 2 become 1, it's not as good as the Spice Girls once told us. Well, maybe it is. Depends how you're doing it. But in Trophy Land, it's not. All right? This, as I said, it disrespects Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I had a plan, right? I had a plan in my mind, much like Dutch in Red Dead Redemption 2. Arthur, son, I've got a plan. What we're going to do is we're going to go to Tahiti, but we need some money. No, what we were going to do, I was going to play Uncharted: The Lost Legacy properly. I wasn't going to auto-pop my save. I was going to efficiently try and play the game and get the platinum in the most efficient way possible. I was going to do a whole plan, a whole thing, stream the whole thing. So basically I'm just mad because I'm not going to stream it now. But yeah, I wanted to see how quick I could do it, but now I've been robbed. So that was what I was going to do, number 1. Number 2, I was going to play Uncharted 4 just at my own leisure. I was going to play it, get some trophies along the way, get to the end of the game, and then I was going to upload my save and get the rest of the trophies, because I can't be asked to speedrun Uncharted 4 again. I can't be asked to do all the rubbish, which is the accuracy. I can't be asked to do the ship graveyard on crushing. I like Uncharted. They are good games. I enjoy these games, but sometimes you ask me to do stuff that is too much. That is too much to ask of me. And I think that's everything that I have to say, to be honest. I'm getting very heated on a very trivial topic, clearly. But my main takeaway is, where is the love? What's wrong with the world, mama? People are living like they ain't got no mamas. No, what is wrong with this is just give me a reason to come back to your game, man. Like, I'm actually almost don't really want to play anymore. I just play it on my PS4. Like, do I really care if my hands are going to tingle? Or maybe I do a little bit. I don't even have a great TV. Well, maybe I will soon. But you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that they could have put more effort to bring me in. Also, I feel like the trophy community, we seem to get side-eye looked at all the time. Like, oh, it's only trophies, it's not a big deal. But there are people out here. We know, we're seeing them. I'm seeing your names all popping up. I will read the chat in a minute. I've just got to get to the end of this. But I enjoy trophies. I really feel like if this, maybe they couldn't have 2 platinums. Maybe they could only have 1. But there's potential in that. You make one cool trophy list that combines both Uncharted 4 and Uncharted Lost Legacy. You should mix it all together and shake it all up, and it's like, hey, you enjoyed these games. Why don't you come back to them, and we've given you a different challenge. There's a different spin on it. You can enjoy yourselves. I don't know. Am I just being a mad, like, you know, old man yells at cloud moment? I'm going to take a sip, and we're going to go to the chat. I think that's everything that I have to say. Yols Gamer says hello UK. Right. What are your thoughts? Lucy, is your live stream platinum idea out the window yet then? I don't even know if I care anymore. I feel like I have a real problem. Is that I have an issue where I feel like I get excited for things a little too easily, and therefore I get my hopes up about it, and I get really excited, I really look forward to it, and then when the thing is disappointing or doesn't reach my excitement expectation which I've set, and I immediately feel this crushing disappointment within me. And I think that's what happened here is I feel like I was too excited for this, and maybe I shouldn't be, and I need to work on myself. I need to work on my amygdala. I need to work on my relationship with trophies. So maybe I need to speak to a trophy counselor, or just speak to the person who's running the trophy shindig and be like, give their head a wobble. Like, come on, get the little noodles flowing. Damn. How bad is the new trophy list, Lucy says, PS3 game? You're going to have to wind back 15 minutes if you want to know the answer to that. So, let's start reading. Let's start reading what you find people think, because I want to know, am I out of whack? Unlucky13 says, trophies are there for a very specific segment of the gaming community, but we're still a pretty sizable minority, damn it. Exactly. Multiplayer trophies for Uncharted 4 was fun, easy and enjoyable, says Shane. Thank you. What game, in your opinion, has the best trophy list? Well, do I actually just say use your noodle ad? I don't know what comes out of my mouth anymore. I think I think most of the first party games do quite a good list, to be honest. I can't shrug what most people are doing, but I think you need to think about your game. Don't just go trophy lottery, blah, 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 blah. Like speedrunning trophy. That's a fine trophy. It works for Sonic. It works for a racing game. It doesn't work for a very heavily narrative-driven story. That's just bad. You're literally just asking people to be like, hey, don't play us, don't listen to the story that we worked really hard on, all the people that are, you know, giving their characters some real depth, all the dialogue we wrote. No, just run past that, just shoot things and off you go, goodbye. Why do you want that? Why do you want to advocate that? Unlucky13 also says, for what it's worth, I voted, I don't care. But I would now officially like to change my opinion to it's bad. Thank you, I'm glad. Lucy would hate Achievement. I would. I'd probably give up. Death Rage is saying, Death Rage is how I feel right now. Do you know what I feel has just happened to me? I don't know if you guys have played Persona 5, but you know when they go into the palace and it's going when they finally meet the guy and the guy's like standing, whoever they're going to the boss, and it's like, you kids, you don't know anything, blah blah blah, and they have this massive tirade and then they go and they turn into the shadow version of them. That's what's just happened to me. I just had my tirade and I turned into the shadow. Boom, 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 and then dun, 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 but now you're all going to fight me and take it in turns. So go bloop, bloop, and like, you know, Persona me. Anyway, let me see. If GTA 5 on PS5 has auto-pop trophies, would you feel different? But I don't want to buy GTA 5 on PS5. Like, I don't feel it. Like, I have Spider-Man on PS5. I've just not played it because I don't have. What I'm trying to say is, like, I could easily boot up the game of Spider-Man and get the platinum, auto pop it, blah blah. Because one day, I think I was speaking to Platinum Bro about this, Lewis. I want to play the DLC. Now, the complete collector's edition that comes with the PS5 one has the DLC as part of it. I never bought the DLC back in the day on the PS4 version, so eventually I would like to boot up Spider-Man, get that platinum auto pop it. Because I'm not gonna play the entirety of Spider-Man just to unlock the DLC. I want to play Spider-Man with all my gadgets and my gizmos. So I'll do it for that. But that's because I just don't want to play the whole game again, is the reason I'm doing that. So why would I buy Uncharted and just not want to play the whole game again just to get the trophies? I don't know. I'm just mad at the world, clearly. So dumb, says Amazing Knife. Platted Uncharted 1 to 3 and was waiting for the PS5 versions of 4 and Lost Legacy to platinum them too. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying as well. Like, the Uncharted collection, that had separate trophies for each of the games. And they did shake it up. They added a few, like, it was pretty much the same trophy list across all 3 games. But they added some extra trophies. I mean, for better or worse, they were speedrun trophies. But then they had their little DLC lists as well for the extra stuff. That was good. I enjoyed that. This, no enjoy this. Xbox combines games into one when they do collections most of the time. What kind of travesty is they running over there at Microsoft? My God! Any multiplayer trophies necessarily render the platinum unattainable at some point. No multiplayer trophies is indefinitely superior to even one. Okay, this is an interesting point, Womb Raider. Let me think upon this, because I think you have a point. That is correct. How do I want to approach this? Because what they're saying is multiplayer trophies shouldn't be in games because once the server shuts down, which will inevitably happen, nothing lasts forever, you'll never be able to get that platinum. But part of me quite likes that chaos. Like, if you want to get the platinum, you gotta be there, son. You gotta be part of the zone. You gotta be behind the time. So I'm gonna be an agent of chaos and say, I approve multiplayer trophies. And if the server gets shut down, well, tough luck, kiddo, on your way. You weren't born yet. I know it sucks. It's a hard enough life. But I'm still saying, I mean, we're through multiplayer anyway. It doesn't really matter. Multiplayer doesn't exist in the same way as it did in the PS3 area. People don't just bolt on multiplayer anymore, so I don't think we have to worry anymore. How many times did I just say anymore? Oh, let's see. Fly Highland, this is fascinating to watch, is it? I'm glad I said something, hopefully, that was, you know, somewhat, maybe not even interesting. Oh, Adam McDermott weighing in, who, Adam, I have to say... Oh, well, I'm not gonna say too much, but you have a worrying outlook on trophies, in my opinion. Well, not worrying, but in terms of my standards, we don't see eye to eye all the time. But let's see, Lost Legacy not having a platinum makes no sense to me. It took me about 20 hours to get all the platinum, all the trophies in that. So exactly, this is a long old, well, apart from if you auto pop it, it's a long old way to get to the platinum. I don't know. I feel so many emotions. Some people just want to watch the world burn. Sorry, Fabio. Are you trying to say something? Some developers don't care about the game's story. But Uncharted should care about the game story. Alright, hot take. Games can be just as fun without any trophies. They can be, and I realise that I am broken. So, I'm going to accept that. But I also can't not, like, play a game without trophies. Because I feel like that thing that if a tree falls in the forest and nobody heard it, did it even fall? Oh God, this is so bad. Sony going to tell Lucy to clear her desk after this. Hey, I'm not mad at the game. Well, I'm just mad at the trophies, which is a very small, insignificant part. Maybe I just need to get over it, which I probably will. We'll see how I feel. But maybe this will be a learning curve. You know, we'll forever remember this, and trophies will hopefully be okay. I'm gonna take a breath. For £10 it's worth it even if you play it at a later time. Better resolution and frame rate would be worth it. I suppose. Maybe I'm getting too hit up. I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. And as Sully said, I'm better than that. So, rant over. Shall we watch a video clip? Does anyone else have anything to say before we wrap this up? You have no choice but to platinum it. Yeah, it is. Came off a bit aggressive. Maybe because I'm just in an aggressive mood. I just feel very passionate about things sometimes, and that's what happens. Joshua says, I too love Uncharted games. Got every platinum for every game and every Brawl trophy, but what is it about the new collect? Oh, God. So, now I've just turned into mechanical whatever. I have had coffee and now coconut Bacardi, so it's all falling off the rails. Right. Let's watch a clip, because this week I've been playing a game called Moving Out, because conversely I am also moving out. We're going to play the clip while I just, get my thoughts together and, reset myself. So here we go. Here's a clip for you guys. Look at my hair. It even looks like I'm like a crazy, mechanical genius. Like, trophies! What a nutter! Right, let's go to the clip.
We're deep in the mountains of Packmore, securing a golden relic, the divine something or whatever. It's like a cool paperweight, but it turns out the place is booby-trapped. However, they didn't plan on smooth moves being the fastest in the business.
Oh my God. This is like Crash Bandicoot, that's so cool. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Oh God, it's catching up. Oh. I was not expecting this.
We're deep in the mountains of Packmore, securing a golden relic, the divine something or whatever. It's like...
It's a unicorn wearing a cowboy hat. It's not very realistic. Okay, this is the one that got me. Running down a gorge with a boulder in tow. There's a package to be stored. Come on. Yeah, boy! And a big yeah, boy.
The client gave the relic right to a museum.
Oh.
Seems like a waste of a cool paperweight if you ask me.
It belongs in a museum.
So yeah, that's what I've been playing this week. It's a very calming game for me. happy. Yeah, so moving on, it's a game about, I think I talked about this like last year, this game's, because me and Bethany, when we were in lockdown, we were looking for games to play that were co-op. Now, unfortunately, this game doesn't actually support online co-op, which I think is really sad. And it's Did the Tree Make a Sound? Oh, is that what I was talking about before? I see. Yeah, so unfortunately it doesn't actually support, you know, online co-op, but you just have to kind of like share play it with your friend. But I also quite like the just playing it by myself. It's a chill game. You can play it, you know, pick it up, do a few levels, and they have those fun levels like that bit, which I thought I would record after it happened, because I was like, this is like Crash Bandicoot. And they have a little, like, it's a little tongue in cheek. It's funny. Now, as Fabio has put, the unicorn, I enjoy playing as that unicorn, because that unicorn reminds me of another character that I despise, and that character is Tadano in Agretzko, that little shit-eating, flipping donkey. You know, the one's like, hey, Red Sea. Don't call her Retzi, alright? They're not together anymore, spoiler alert, so just chill. So I enjoy playing as Tadano the donkey and making him do manual labour, because for those of you who haven't watched Agretzko, Tadano is like this millionaire who's like, oh, I'm learning to drive, even though I've made self-driving cars, so I don't actually need to learn how to drive. I'm like, alright, shut up. So I enjoy seeing him do menial labour while he picks up boxes and throws it in the backs of moving vans. So I'm trying to like work on this to get the platinum very slowly, because the platinum isn't that difficult. It's just, you know, complete the objectives. But I have a feeling that I may have screwed the platinum over by accident, and therefore may not end up getting it. But that'll be unfortunate. But one of the trophies it had in particular, which is why I want to talk about something else, which, wait, the original Overcooked had no online co-op. Wow, that's amazing to think that that game is such a co-op based game, and it doesn't have co-op. But yeah, so one of the trophies I did this morning required 2 players. So, well, it didn't really require 2 players, but it was to get run over by 125 cars, because some of the levels you're like throwing stuff and there's all obstacles and stuff. I also do, people were saying the music is very 80s, which I really enjoy as well. It's like the whole thing is like an 80s vibe. So you have to get, you know, run over by these cars, but on the guide it said if you do 2 people, you play as 2 players or more, then you can get the trophy quicker. So what did I do? I plugged in my controllers, all of them, and started like trying to get everybody in the road at the same time to get run over so that I could have it happen quicker. So I was like, everyone in? Like got my fingers on the different controllers, in, run over, and I just did that for a good like 5 minutes until the trophy finally popped. And at the end of it, I thought, this is quite a bizarre thing to be doing, like, like, I get, like, I'm doing it for trophies, and that made me think of the topic that I want to lead into now, which is, what are some random or weird things that you've done for trophies in order to just earn the trophy? So, I have a slight list here. Weird, I'll leave that up to you, your own interpretation as to what, you know, weird entails. For me, it was like, for instance, one of the trophies that I had to do once was for Rock Band, Lego Rock Band. You had to get 100% in singing and 100% in playing the guitar. So you could do that by going on to easy. Now, instead of singing, I found out that somebody could you could put your microphone in front of a fan, and as the fan goes round, for some reason the microphone thinks that you're singing 100% completion, and it worked. So I'm sitting there playing, I think We Will Rock You was the easiest song, so I'm like, doom doom tst, and the fan's just going. The fan did a great job at completing the lyrics in true Freddie Mercury style. So that was quite amusing. I'm thinking of moments like people would come in and they're like, what are you doing? Like someone would be like, why have you got a microphone pointed at a stand and you're playing We Will Rock You? And I was like, oh, it's for a trophy, duh. So that was one of them. The other thing I remember doing was playing Beyond Two Souls. There's a trophy in Beyond Two Souls where you have to play 2-player. One is, oh god, I can't even remember what Elaine, was Elliot Page, that's it. Elliot Page's character was called in that anymore. What was Jodie? So one of you has to play as Jodie and the other one has to play as Aiden. So of course I got my 2 controllers and I played one as Jodie and one as Aiden. So you're like, most of the time you're playing as Jodie anyway, but you just press like triangle and then you become the ghost person and then you pick up the other controller. So I had these 2 controllers and I had to remember which one I was going to be where and pick it up and do it. So that was quite amusing. The other day I also did an Overcooked trophy, which was for versus mode. Now, for some reason on Overcooked All You Can Eat, it's a bit glitchy, the online portion, but I found out that you can play the online stuff just with 2 controllers. So I had to do versus, but with 1 controller, but with 2 different teams. So it's really weird, because you're used to playing Overcooked with 1 controller as both people, but now I was in a team, so this was like red team and this was like blue team. Oh my god, it was like doing some kind of mind acrobatics, like, it was weird. Like, I was like pressing all these different buttons, I was like chopping with the D-pad, and that was mind bending. Oh, that was weird. So that was quite interesting, because I must have been like properly looking at the thing. So there's that. What other ones are quite... Well, of course, the Tomb Raider online one, where you're just literally running around and playing the game, but not really playing the multiplayer, you're just getting the salvage for no good reason. That's, like, people be like, why are you doing this for hours on stream? For a trophy, obviously. There's another one that I've discovered. I have one called FIFA World Cup, which is to play... what was it? You have to play a match with 2 buttons control, but you have to play as 2 people. So I imagine I must have got 2 people, 2 controls, both me, and just played a match of football by myself. Weird, I don't know. So those are some of the ones that and of course rubber banding for Vice City in order to get taking the cannoli trophy, which again, yeah, that was very odd. Like I got Tommy Vassetti, we went to got the Sparrowhawk, we went to the place, and I remember I did this at night time. I was going to do it before bed. My grand plan was to make a save and go to bed and hopefully wake up and get the platinum. And I don't normally sleep with my PlayStation on, so I was a little bit worried if I'd be able to sleep. I know I've got like problems. So I got him. Now you have to be sure when you do this taking the cannoli trophy, you have to be absolutely sure that you do not miss a single shot. So I get Tommy, I start shooting him at the Sparrowhawk, and I'm like, okay, we're good. I get the rubber band, I put it round and set it down, and I just watched it for a little bit. I just to make sure that nothing bad was going to happen. And then I turned off my TV and went to bed. And I think the trophy popped at like 5 a.m. in the morning or something. So yeah, that was also a slightly bizarre thing to have done for a trophy. So those are my main ones that I think of. Let's see if you guys have anything that comes to mind. Jamie's also saying left a rubber band on my controller overnight to get the achievement. That's literally it. Boosting Halo with a controller, says Robert War. How does that work? Who has... Actually, I do have quite a lot of controllers, but 8 controllers is a lot. South Star is responding to the poll. Removing entire platinum is a crime. I agree. The Kafloom thing. Oh, this is an interesting... I've forgotten about this. The Kafloom thing in GTA 5, where you have to walk for 5 miles, tied a rubber band around the joystick and left it for like an hour. I think I might have done that legit, actually. Sorry, I might need to cough because I've... inhaled the water. Hang on. 1 sec for muted coughing. I don't normally cough. What the... Yes, the Beyond Two Souls, great. Resi, wow, so much love for Beyond Two Souls. I find that game perplexing, to say the least. I would not... I don't know, it's a hard game to really recommend. It's very weird, but I do say a quote from it all the time. I do always say the... It'll never be over, or whatever she said. Let's say. Dagon God 3. The whole game was an RPG, but Final Fight was a 7-minute rhythm game. I spent several days synchronizing my attempts with a YouTube video since there was no button prompts in the game. Really? Wow, that is so weird. Okay, Robert was giving us the answer. 2 Xbox 360s, 2 TVs, 4-person split screen for 2 TVs. That's mad. Oh, this might be one that I might have done, Terrence. Far Cry 3, playing co-op with a second controller. The second controller was my foot. I can't remember if I had to do that now I think about it for some of the Far Cry ones. Because I remember I played a few with a friend, but towards the end I might have had to do some of them myself. So maybe I did kind of like, you know, sometimes you've got like another controller and you have to sort of remember that that one's there and bring it along. Let's see, I had to do some meticulous counting and research and thoroughly go over maps for Infamous 1 shards. Yes, we all had to do the same. Complex or perplexing. Sometimes I just say all the words that come to my mind. Heavy Rain took the pee out of me because about how many times we had to do that game. Whoa, if you thought you had to do Heavy Rain loads of times, Shane, you should have done Beyond Two Souls. That game made you replay the end like so many times I just couldn't bear it anymore. And a lot of it is just walking around and just doing like, Let's see. Anyone else have any others? GTA 4 kept playing a stupid helicopter co-op game over and over again to get max rank. Yeah, you do see some bizarre things, don't you, to get some of these trophies. So I thought that was quite interesting to look back. Well, I guess one of my other ones that I've just remembered is like in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 or 2010, I played Shawn Michaels versus Santino Morello for 2 hours and 10 minutes because I needed to get however many finishes of signature moves, and I just kept playing the same match over and over. Well, not even over and over, I just didn't pin him, and he was probably retired after that. Adam says, played Madden 2 play with just myself and ran up the score for trophies. So I love how we all do it. We all have to, like, there's a time, so that's one, if you know how people say, like, do you have any tips for trophies? Get 2 controllers. It'll definitely come in handy. At some point, you will need to play a game by yourself. Robert Wall says, Dead Rising 2 co-op on my own. That must have been interesting, co-op on your own. That's like, you know, playing co-op on my own. Don't have a friend, but I got a friend in me. So grab 2 controllers and 1 TV. We're gonna play me, myself, and I. I don't know where that's going. That's a song that I've just created. Maybe I'll brainstorm that, work that up. So yeah, that is that's some of the ones that and the zombie genocide. Now that you've brought up Dead Rising 2, like driving endlessly round and round the mall just to kill all the zombies for like 2 weekends, not 2 weekends, both nights of a weekend. That was like, why am I doing this? Oh yeah, for a trophy. Dumb. Matt S3 is saying Dead or Alive 5, 1,000 online games with 2 PlayStation 3s. See, that's even more hardcore. Not even 2 controllers. You need 2 consoles, much like Robert War doing with the 2 Xbox 360s. What the hell? That is mad. Let's see. Borderlands 1 left PlayStation on all night for a boss to run over its spawnable minions so I could farm the minerals after I woke up for my last missing trophy. These are great. I love these. I bet some of this stuff is in your trophy. Yeah, it probably is, some of the dumb stuff. But yeah, we don't seem to get as many of these. I don't know, it's quite interesting. Like, when I look back at my former years as a trophy hunter, there was a lot more bizarre trophies out than there are now. So now I feel like everyone knows what's going down. No one seems to do some of this stupidness anymore. Maybe because the demographic of trophies is, you know, the people that are making them know who's going to get them or whatnot. It seems to have died down. But yeah, I do always find that quite amusing when you find yourself having to play 2 games by yourself. I'm not sure if there was one point that I was considering playing Hidden Agenda by myself again, but in order to do that I would need like 2 phones or something, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do this. So yeah, that's the end of that section. Royal Rumble this weekend at silly o'clock in the morning. Thank God they've changed pay-per-views to a Saturday. At least I can watch it on Sunday. I don't have to like take the day off work anymore. Yes, I did used to take the day off work to watch pay-per-views sometimes. Especially for the Royal Rumble, because you don't want to get the Royal Rumble spoiled. I'll tell you one of the most disappointing Royal Rumble spoilers that happened to me. It was the Royal Rumble 2008. So spoilers for 2008. So spoilers for 12 years ago, for those of you that care. So back in the day, there was no PlayStation Network. You had to buy the pay-per-views on Skybox Office. But myself and my brother, we were only kids. We were only kids. So we used to try and watch them on Dailymotion or, you know, YouTube or wherever we could find them. That was how we would sit in front of the computer, just watch the parts, and we would buy WrestleMania. That would be our treat. We'd buy WrestleMania. So we're watching the Royal Rumble. We've managed to stay spoiler free. What was I doing in 2008? I feel like in 2008 I was probably at college. So I probably would have gone to college all day, not looked at my phone. 14 years, my apologies. Not looked at my phone all day, stayed off the internet, and I come home and I'm like, yes, it's time to watch the Royal Rumble. Watching it. And all of the parts are called Royal Rumble Part 1, Royal Rumble Part 2, blah, blah, blah. We get to like Royal Rumble Part 15, or whatever it is. The next part, which you thought would be called Royal Rumble Part 16, was called Royal Rumble, John Cena returns and wins the Rumble. And I was just like, oh, that's really disappointing. So ever since then, I've always been very skeptical, because that's the one thing you don't want to get ruined, especially when it's a surprise return. You don't want that in your life. So it was kind of like me and brother were like, oh, number 30, it's going to be John Cena, I guess, because he's going to win the Royal Rumble, because that's what the video said was going to happen. I just realised I never put the microphone back close to me after I poured my drink, so I guess I was shouting a lot. So yeah, that was really disappointing to find out that spoiler. So yeah, I always try and avoid, so that's why we try and watch the big ones like the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania as soon as you can in the morning, because you don't want to see those spoilers. So I'm gonna end the show. I think it's time to end the show. We're gonna keep it a short one tonight. Well, you were watching free, I suppose. That's what you get for freebies for being cheapskate. So thank you everybody for watching today's episode of Locking It Down with Lucy. Yes, this weekend, I'm not sure if I will stream or not. Depends how I feel or if I have anything in my mind. Yeah, because I've got my booster. I'll see if I feel energy, or I might just lie in bed all day. Who knows what will happen. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Thank you so much everybody for watching. Thank you for, accepting my rant. I'm sorry, I do get a little over passionate sometimes, but I hope that it all came from a place of passion, because I love Uncharted so much. I don't think I would have cared so much if it was any other game, but because it was Uncharted, it comes from a good place. Uncharted and Naughty Dog and PlayStation. Please believe me when I say the rage I feel was rage of love, and that could be the sequel to Streets of Rage. It can't really, that has nothing to do with Streets of Rage. Rage of Love! Maybe that could be the name of my next rock band. Rage! Please welcome to the stage, Rage of Love! Bam, blah, 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 bam. So let's see what your thoughts are as I'm slowly losing my voice on the poll. We are ending the poll now. Thank you so much to the 255 people that voted on the poll, which was, what's your opinion on the Uncharted Collection trophy list? Did you like it? Do you think it's bad? Do you not care? Or are you just going to auto-pop it? I'm now going to close the votes. The votes have been counted and verified, and I can now reveal, with whatever it's going to say on the poll. It takes a little while for the poll to... I wish the poll would stay in the chat for people when they watch the live chat back. Here we go. So, the top vote was It's Bad at 30%, without an apostrophe for it's. That's pretty bad. I don't care at 29%. I like it, 28%. I'm going to auto-pop it, 11%. So thank you everybody for sticking with me. Thank you again, Steve Like a Fox, for the video at the top of the stream. Thank you to Jose as well for creating the Rhubarb RIP. That was no, it's over the course of the time, Jamie, that the votes come in. People come and go. So yeah, thank you again. Maybe next week I won't feel as ranty. Maybe I'll enjoy the Uncharted collection, or maybe I'll just get over myself. I think that's the real thing. The real villain is me here, and I understand that. I understand. Good evening, good night to everybody. I will see you all next week for another edition of Locking It Down with Lucy, unless I go out for drinks. Who knows? I don't think drinks are happening next week. Alright, adios, advidase, adieu, farewell.